absolute cinema. Guys, I have no other words to explain what we just witnessed. PSG versus Bayern Munich has to go down as one of, if not the best Champions League match I have seen in my lifetime. And this is only the first leg. Guys, we are in for a treat for the second leg. I already know there's going to be a lot of goals. There's going to be a lot of special moments. But guys, this game right here, a final score of 5-4. Yes, nine goals in a Champions League semi-finals match. How crazy is that? This might actually go down as the semi-finals match that has the most goals ever. If we're looking into what the first leg has and second leg, oh my gosh, I can just imagine how many goals are going to come in that second leg, especially when it's, do or die, last couple minutes of the second half. Maybe it's a goal or two difference, because clearly Bayern and PSG are not scared to score. So the second leg, oh my gosh, man, I already know it's going to be absolute peak. But let's talk about this first leg, guys. I couldn't be sitting down, man. I was off my seat the whole time. It's like every single action of the game was back and forth. My head was like this. My head was on a swivel. It was like I was on this chair just like this. Bam, bam, bam. Every single thing was a counterattack. Every single possession was a chance on target. And guys, that's what football is all about. I'm truly lost for words, man. I am truly lost for words, man. Like Cruyff said before, right? Cruyff said once, it's a very known quote. He said that he'd rather win a game 5-4 than to win a game 1-0. If you understand the meaning of that, basically what he's trying to say is that he'd rather have the game being an all-out attack feast where it's truly entertaining. And at the end of the day, that's the meaning of football, entertainment. Then it just be a 1-0 boring game, just a one goal maybe in the first or second half, and it's just a boring, very defensive-minded game. No. Johan Cruyff says he'd rather win a 5-4 game than a 1-0, because that is what football is all about. At the purest moment of football, at the purest stage of football, it is about entertainment. And what is entertaining? Scoring goals, seeing players scoring goals. And we got absolutely entertained today. Everyone in PSG's forwards and all of Bayern Munich's forwards all contributed today in this game. And I don't know, man. I have no idea who to give the Man of the Match award to in this game. I believe Dembele got it. I'm not too sure. Let me double check. I believe he did get it. Yes, he did. But to me, man, this was probably one of the hardest games to kind of pick or pinpoint one single player that did exceptionally well. Because, man, Kvaratskhelia, Olise, Luis Diaz had moments. Harry Kane as well, man. And obviously Dembele as well, Ballon d'Or winner. But guys, let's just talk about this game, man. PSG 5-4. I was obviously thinking, going into this game that we were going to get something like this. I didn't expect five goals from PSG, 4 goals from Bayern, and 9 goals in total. I did not expect that. I was thinking maybe like a 3-2 around there, maybe a 4-3 at max. But I knew this game was going to have goals for us. I have some friends who were saying, because everyone in the football, content space were saying, and it's obvious, we're all saying that this game is going to be like the actual finals of the Champions League. Obviously, the other side of the bracket, very defensive-minded, Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid. So this game right here, PSG versus Bayern, whoever is going to win this is going to come out as the champion of the Champions League, because these two teams are powerhouse teams. So I had a couple friends, like I said, saying that imagine because we're all thinking the same thing, that it's going to be a lot of goals, very attacking-based minded. Imagine if this game was actually be so boring. Imagine it was going to be much a stalemate, maybe a 1-0, maybe a 1-1 or a draw, just a 1-goal difference. But no, of course it's not going to be that. At the end of the day, these two teams go into every single game trying to win. And that's what you want from football, man. It's just, I don't know. When I talk about these games, man, I get so freaking emotional because when you see these games in Champions League, it's just like the pure essence of football right here. And like I said, like PSG and Bayern Munich, you can have the best defenses in the world. These teams will get goals no matter what. I was hearing that as well. Like PSG, Bayern's not gonna have chances because PSG have such a great defense. You got Nuno Mendes, you got Hakimi, you got Patrick, you got Marquinhos. Same thing with Bayern. Bayern have a lot of a great defense as well. They got Upamecano, they got Ta, they got Alphonso Davies, they got Stanisic, I believe, as well. Two great defensive, lines right there. So they're not going to score so much, people were saying. No. At the end of the day, when you have Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Doue for PSG, and Olise, Luis Diaz, and Harry Kane for Bayern up top, those two front three are going to get goals. It doesn't matter if you have a brick wall, if you have the wall of China, if you have, I don't know what, they're going to get goals. And that's what we saw today. Unfortunately, those two back lines from those two teams just got absolutely demolished. I feel bad for them, but I actually don't, because that's what we want, man. We want to see those goals. And it started off hot, man. In the 17th minute, penalty for Bayern Munich. Marquinhos gets himself, I believe, a yellow card as well. Harry Kane, of course. What else is he going to do? This guy doesn't miss from the penalty spot. Harry Kane scores it to open up the scoreboard and get that 1-0, a scoreboard for Bayern Munich at such an early stage of the game too. Like I said, 17 minutes into the game, away because they're playing in Paris as well at the, what's their stadium called again? Parc des Princes. To get that first opening goal, huge for Bayern Munich and Harry Kane's confidence too. Company as well, obviously, was not on the touchline because he got suspended from, I believe, the previous Champions League fixture. So he was actually all the way up top. So realistically, they didn't have their coach as well, but they clearly play like they had their coach. They had them, the players had him, speaking in their ears. But yeah, going into that, Harry Kane opens up the scoreboard, 1-0, and then Kvaratskhelia, man. We got to talk about this Georgian brother, man. Kvaradona, man. They call him that for a reason. You know what? I don't watch Serie A too much. I didn't watch him playing too much at Napoli in the Serie A. But I remember his time when Napoli was in the UCL. And this guy right here was just tearing defenses apart, man. Something about this guy, he has... The way he's able to bring that the play down to his level. He doesn't have to attack, try to be as fast and pace and power. He controls the game. If he wants to go fast here, if he wants to slow it down, if he wants to wait until someone comes by, if he wants to cut in or shoot, this guy plays at his own tempo. And that's the beauty of players like this. There's not so many players that you get that are like that. They just bring the tempo down of the game. Kvaratskhelia, man, Kvaradona is an absolute baller. And he gets the opening goal for PSG in the 24th minute. A beautiful goal. Desiree Doue actually assists him as well. And yeah, just like that, 1-1 in the game. And at this moment, I'm like, yeah, we're in for an absolute treat. Because the funny thing is, Bayern were playing very well at this moment, but then just after that Kvaratskhelia goal, PSG just were dominant, just absolutely dominant. Both teams were going at it. Like I said before, both teams were going at it. PSG started with the midfield of, I believe, Vitinha. Who else? Yeah, Vitinha, Neves, and actually Zaire Emery started in the midfield. For Bayern, their midfield was Pavlovic and Kimmich. Absolute ballers, man. Kimmich... So good, man. Kimmich, even like he's been playing for years now, more than a decade, I would say, definitely more than 10 years. He still has the quality, man. Him at that Bayern role, playing as like that 6 in that pivot role, is absolutely beautiful. And Pavlovic, man, like he's only 21 years old and he's holding his own in the semifinals of a Champions League match. For company to put so much pressure and just reliance on a kid like this who's so young, to be having him start for this Bayern Munich team against this PSG team, you can see why, man. He's an absolute baller as well. We know Vitinha, we know Neves. Zaire Emery was obviously coming from like not playing too much under Luis Enrique. Fabian Ruiz was getting more time, but now Zaire Emery has found his spot back, and I think he's taking advantage of that position. He's playing very, very well off of Vitinha and Neves, and you're seeing him, man. He's an absolute baller as well. He's still young as well. I think he's only 20. He's only 20 years old. But he was like, I think maybe 2 years ago, he was balling out a lot, and then his form just dipped a bit. Fabian Ruiz, his form went up a bit, but Zaire Emery took that chance now, and he's back to the level that we saw him from before. An absolute baller. But yeah, we go on to the game, man. Let's keep going because we weren't done. We're not done the first half yet. Just 10 minutes after, in the 33rd minute, corner for PSG, and you would think, you know what? PSG have some pretty tall guys. You got Pacho, you got Marquinhos, you got players like, I don't know, Kvaratskhelia as well. You got Hakimi, Nuno Mendes to go up for those headers. But no. The guy that scores from the corner kick to header it and to get the second goal for PSG was none other than João Neves. One of the smallest guys on this PSG side. Makes a beautiful run, connects with the ball perfectly, and he just scores a beautiful corner header. And just like that, 2-1 for PSG. From Bayern Munich opening up the scoreboard, 1-0 to now PSG taking the lead 2-1. And again, that's an assist for Ousmane Dembele as well. But at this point, to be honest, Dembele hasn't been playing like outstanding, like Ballon d'Or level as he should, right? Kvaratskhelia was, I think, the best player going forward at this moment. And I think for the game, to be honest, I think for me specifically, when I was watching this game, Kvaratskhelia had more of an impact than any other of the forwards that PSG had. Obviously, he got subbed off, I believe, when did he get subbed off? In the 84th minute. So he basically played the whole game. But to me, Kvaratskhelia was the key player for this PSG attack. Dembele, obviously, he did get a goal and assist, I believe. 2 goals and an assist. So he got the man of the match. But for me, Kvaratskhelia was just the man. He got himself 2 goals as well. Kvaratskhelia, again, like he was just all over the pitch. There was one moment in the game, I forgot what I think it was in the second half, where Upamecano was obviously trying to, tackle or get the ball off, pressure Kvaratskhelia, and he just couldn't get the ball off him. Kvaratskhelia is sneakily super strong, man. When he has the ball on his feet, you can't take it off him, man. Upamecano tried super, super hard to try to push him off, try to nudge him off. Sometimes those players, if they feel that nudge, they're going to fall and try to get that foul. Kvaratskhelia said, nah, man, you ain't taking me down, bro. I'm Georgian. And he just kept on playing with the ball, pushed them off, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like, he's an absolute ball. Not only is he fast, not only is he techie, but he's physically adapted to this team and the way he plays, man, that he's able to just body off players when he has to, and he's 2-footed as well. Like, this guy, I'm telling you, Kvaratskhelia, he's an absolute baller, man, and I think he's like, I'm not too sure how old he is still. I think he's probably in his early 20s, if I'm not mistaken. He's only 25 years old, man, so he's now going into his prime, and I'm telling you right now, man, he has so much to give us still. He has so much to offer this world, this football world, and I'm just excited to see what he can do with this PSG side, But yeah, at this moment, it was 2-1. And again, guys, it is still the first half. We still have more goals. Because in the 41st minute, man like Mikel Olise, of course, Mikel Olise is going to get his goal. He is going to get that goal or assist. And he did here. Throughout the whole first half, I had people saying, in the content world, on TikTok, on Instagram, saying how Nuno Mendes is going to, pocket Olise. Olise is not going to be able to do what he was doing to other defenders against Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes is one of the best, if not the best left back in the world. And I agree. He is the best or one of the best in the world at this moment. But you cannot disrespect Olise and his brilliance. Because this game right here, Olise made Nuno Mendes look like an absolute fool, man. Every single time Olise got the ball, again, another player just like Kvaratskhelia, when they get the ball, they play at their own tempo. They slow the game down. They speed the game up. They go in. They go out. They do whatever they want with the ball, and it's super hard to predict what they do. And that's unfortunately what Nuno Mendes had to deal with in this game, and Olise just cooked him every single time. It's just beautiful to watch players like this. Obviously, as a Barca fan myself, A good equivalent comparison to Olise is Lamine Yamal, obviously. Those are two of the best right wingers in the world. I get the same feeling with Olise and Lamine Yamal. I said this before many times. When they get the ball, like I said before, they play at their tempo, and it's super hard to predict that thing, right? You don't know if they're going to cut in or out, and that's just the beauty of football. I love seeing wingers when they just do their thing, and coaches just let them do their thing. So yeah, Olise cooking Noon managed this whole game, and in this goal in the 41st minute, he actually finds himself playing in a little bit more inside, a little bit of a counterattack from Bayern. He gets the ball, and again, just the way he's able to use his body, his pace. The PSG players look like they didn't want to press him because obviously it's Olise, man. Like, he knows how to play off of players if you're going to press him or back off. So they started to back off. Olise, out of nowhere, switches his pace, starts to run a bit, and then just outside the 18-yard box, he scores an absolute banger, man. The goalie's not saving him, man. I forgot what his name. What is his name again? The goalie. Safonov. my guy, man. Like, there was no chance you were saying that. That was an absolute rocket. Olise known more for like scoring a nice curler, top left corner, top right corner. This guy, for this shot, just absolutely hit it. He just pinged it right at the goalie. Unfortunately, the goalie tried to get a hand on it, but it was just too much of a powerful shot. Olise ties the game 2-2 in the first half. But again, guys, we are not done. 2-2 in at this moment, 41st minute. I thought, okay, we're going into the second half, 2-2. I can't wait to see what happens in the second half. Because, again, at this moment, it's the 41st minute. We got 5 minutes plus extra time left. Surely there's no more goals in the first half. But no, once again, this game just amazes me every single time. This is why I love football. Entertainment, man. Ousmane Dembele and PSG unfortunately get a penalty off of Davies' handball. Guys, let me know in the comments if you saw that handball. To me, that will never, ever be a handball. I don't know how the ref got that wrong. It clearly, from the videos, I don't know if the ref got a different view of the video or view of the handball. It was a clear off the body and then hit the arm. From the rules, from other times that we've seen this happen, anytime that it hits off the body and then the arm, those usually don't count as penalties because unfortunately it's a normal movement of the body. It hits off your chest. Who knows where that's gonna go? If it's a direct impact to the arm and only the arm, I would have said 100%. And it looked like that. You know what? It did look like that from the beginning, but after review, when they showed it again in a different angle, you can clearly see it hits off Alphonso Davies, either I think it was his hip or his thigh, and then hits off his arm. So I don't know what they were thinking. Me and my friends in the group chat and people on social media, on Twitter, were all saying the same thing. How in the world did they call that a penalty? Again, it did hit his arm, but it hit off his body first. His hip or his thigh, I'm pretty sure, and then his arm. So, yeah, I mean, the ref went to go check VAR. He called it a penalty. He deemed it a penalty. I don't know how, but Ousmane Dembele steps in front of that and scores the penalty to make it 3-1, 3-2 in the game. In the first half, like I said, 3-2 in the first half. And before this goal where Dembele scored, he had a huge opportunity. He had a one-on-one with the goalie, with Neuer, and this was vintage Dembele. This was the Dembele I saw at Barcelona for years. Basically his whole career at Barcelona. One-on-one with the goalie. This is a Ballon d'Or winner. This is a guy who got so many goals last year, leaded PSG to the Champions League and to many, many trophies. One-on-one with the goalie. What does he do? This guy, I thought this brother was two-footed. Clearly not. He gets the ball on his right foot with to be honest, no pressure on him. The defenders were far, far behind him. He had the time to relax, to put it on his good foot, to see where the goalie is, to see where the net is, where he wants to place it. And what does he do? This is what I saw him do at Barcelona every single year. He puts his head down, and I don't think he thinks where he wants to shoot it. He just shoots it. And this guy just hoofs it. This ball goes for a freaking what's it called in football, American football? When they kick it. You know what I'm talking about. This ball goes to the moon, goes to the stands, and I was laughing. I can't lie, I was laughing at this moment because you have everyone glazing Dembele. I understand he's a great player, but he gets glazed a little too much. These moments right here, you need those players to score. Imagine that was in the 90th minute with PSG being down 1 goal. And to tie it up, he does that. That's like, I don't understand the mentality as well. Why would you try doing something like that? But then he always goes and scores the goals that make no sense. He's in a crazy angle. He's got players on him. He's got defenders in front of him, but the ball seems to go through. And that's what happened in this game as well. We'll talk about the second goal, but I'm telling you, man, Dembele, to me, I understand his quality, but his thinking, his mindset is still there from Barcelona, man, where he just wants to hit it, man. He doesn't think sometimes. That's all I'm saying. But we go into the second half, like I said, 3-2 in this game, and then Alphonso Davies gets subbed off. Konrad Laimer comes on for the left back position, and then Kvaratskhelia said, you know what? Let me get another one. In the 52nd minute, Kvaratskhelia gets his second of the game again with a beautiful, beautiful goal. This brother can just score with any foot. He truly is two-footed here. Assist from Hakimi, 4-2 on the score right now. And then 2 minutes after, just 2 minutes after, Dembele said, okay, Kvara, you want to get a second? Let me go and get my second as well. Dembele gets his goal, near post finish as well. I think the goalie Neuer and the defender who was on him had no idea where he was going to shoot this ball. I don't even think, again, sometimes I don't think Dembele knows where he's going to shoot it, but this was an absolutely beautiful goal. Hits off the bottom of the post, the left side post, and goes in. Neuer doesn't even move because, again, I don't think he predicted where the shot was going to come from. Goes in. 5-2. And at this moment, I thought it was done. Bayern Munich, your chances to making the finals of the Champions League this year, I'm sorry, they're done. Harry Kane, brother, you got one trophy of Bayern, but you're not going to get that Champions League. 5-2, how are you going to come back from that? My bad. My bad, Bayern Munich, for doubting you guys, because again, what have I been saying this whole time on this video? Football is about entertainment, and when you have front threes of these attackers, Olise, Luis Diaz, and Harry Kane, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, and Doue, these guys are gonna cook. These guys are gonna get goals, and that's exactly what Bayern Munich did. In the 65th minute, funny enough, it wasn't even an attacker. It was Upamecano, I believe, from a corner kick as well. Gets himself a beautiful header goal, and at that moment, 5-3. Okay, 2 goals away. Still, Bayern probably won't be able to get another one going to the second leg. It's going to be very, very difficult. 2 goals down. It's very hard. Barca couldn't do it. So, but no. Just a couple minutes after, 3 minutes after, Luis Diaz, brother. Again, I think this guy doesn't get as much credit as he should be getting. I understand Luis Diaz. I understand Harry Kane, and I understand the levels of Olise. But Luis Diaz is up there with those talents, man. Luis Diaz is an absolute baller. When he needs someone to score, Luis Diaz is going to be there. He reminds me of Rafinha. Is not very technically gifted like Olise. Definitely still is a baller. Definitely knows how to dribble and go past players. But he's not that type of player, right? He's more of a pace, power, direct. I'm going to try to get a shot off. Just like Rafinha for Barcelona, in my opinion. Meanwhile, Lamine Yamal is more of a silky player, more of a player that just plays with finesse type of guy, just like Olise. But Luis Diaz, man, an absolute beautiful goal from an absolute beautiful pass from Harry Kane. Harry Kane finds Luis Diaz making a run, trying to beat that offside trap or trying to beat the defensive line. Harry Kane sends a little through ball through. Luis Diaz gets the touch on it. A beautiful touch that goes over Marquinhos as Marquinhos is trying to get back and defend him. Over him, Luis Diaz gets the ball back. A little fake shot. Got Marquinhos moving a little bit different. And then the second touch, he scores it bottom right corner. And 5-4. 5-4 at this moment. 68 minutes. First, the ref was saying it was offside. I had a feeling it was not offside. I think Luis Diaz made a perfect run. And after review, he was onside. 5-4 in the game. 9 goals in this game. And yeah, that's actually how it ended. I expected there to be more goals, but man, you can't be greedy, man. 9 goals. We saw 9 goals in this first leg. Again, first leg. You got to be excited with that, man. And like I said, at this point, yes, they're down 1 goal, but they're going back to Germany. And it's an only 1 goal difference. So anything is still possible. I truly don't know who's going to win this matchup yet. But guys, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts of this game. If you watch this game, let me know what your thoughts were of this game. Obviously, Dembele, like I said, finished off as the man of the match. But for me, I'm going to have to give it to Kvaratskhelia, man. He was an absolute baller. Everyone, though. Like, everyone, every single player ate. Luis Diaz, Olise, and Harry Kane got a GA. Same thing with Kvaratskhelia, Doue, and Dembele. They all got GAs. And again, like I said it before, and I'll say it one more time, this is what football is all about. We want to be entertained, and today, with this game, we got entertained. But guys, second leg is going to be absolutely incredible. I already know it. Let me know in the comments down below. Who do you guys see going into the finals of the Champions League? Is it Bayern? Is it PSG? And now, guys, unfortunately, we're gonna have to go see now Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal. I might fall asleep in this game, to be honest. I don't know what happens, but it's surely won't be as exciting as the PSG versus Bayern game. But guys, thank you guys again. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I love this game. Champions League, man, never fails to impress us, man. I'll catch you guys later. Ciao, ciao.